Welcome back to Hobby Jump. Today I'm going to show you the tips and techniques that I use to sandblast and powder coat an aluminum 502 bullard hard hat. Let's head out to the shop and get started. This is the hard hat we're going to be powder coating today. It's had decals on it and they've left some residue behind. Anytime you go to sandblast or prepare something to be sandblasted that's had decals on it or some sort of a sticky adhesive, you want to try to get as much of that off as possible. If you don't, when you sandblast it, it's going to drive the adhesive into the material you're trying to sandblast and make it harder to coat. So we're just going to go ahead and rub her down with some acetone right now. You can use rubbing alcohol. I like acetone though. We'll rub her down real quick and get her ready. We're over at the sandblaster. We're going to see if we can blast most of this paint off. Got her all sandblasted up. I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. The paint came off really nice. As you can see, there's a little bit of inconsistency in color, and that has to do with where the paint was thicker. It took longer for the sandblaster to remove the paint, but overall I'm pretty pleased with the way it turned out. Another thing too is that the media that I'm using is black carbide. You can also use crushed glass or beaded glass. The carbide I'm using is number 8. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put it in the oven and cook it at 400 degrees for about an hour to 45 minutes. It'll do a process what's called outgassed, and if there is any oils or impurities inside the aluminum, it'll more or less burn those out of the aluminum so that when the paint's on and the paint's being cooked, it doesn't cause a gassing issue and bubble and screw up your finish on your powder coat. Just use a conventional oven. You can use any sort of oven as long as it hits at least 400 degrees. We'll set it at 400. We'll go for an hour. The hat's out of the oven and I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't have any dark spots or discoloration. That means that the hat was pretty pure and I probably could have just painted it, but it's better to be safe than sorry. If there is any sort of contaminant inside the material you're painting, then as you heat it up, that material can go into a gas form underneath the layer of powder that you have on the hat, and then it'll create bubbles and blemishes in your finish on the powder coat. I'm going to put some tape over it and get some hangers on it. Get these clips taped up so that the liner will be able to go back in the hat and get it ready for powder. I chose a Bethlehem steel red, so we'll see how it goes and see how it turns out. Whenever you powder coat anything, make sure to always wear lung protection or respiratory protection. I'm satisfied with the finish on it. When you move it from your electromagnetic hook into the oven, be really careful not to bump it because the powder will come off of it. Set a timer for 35 minutes on this because it's aluminum and it's really thin. The hat will hit 400 degrees relatively fast. The timer just went off on the oven. Let's pull it out and see how it looks. Really digging the way that this hard hat turned out. I think it's a really close representation to the original red Bethlehem still. I've got some future videos coming up that are going to be on hybrid wood resin casting. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any content. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.